Right from my inception in this parish, I meant to discover that it's a lively community. The people of God are willing to serve God. They are willing to contribute to the growth of the church, and they are willing to contribute their quota to the development of the church. I see that the different organs of the church, they are so much committed, and I'm willing also to work with them. I've been trying my best to see the best I can put in, and I've been encouraging them since I came, and I want to believe that they will do better since we are working together. With their cooperation and my own cooperation as well, we believe that we can take the church to a higher level.
Mater Dei that we know today started from St. Mary's Catholic Hospital as a chaplaincy in 2006. It started back as a mass for the sick. Then in around April 2006, the administration of the hospital saw the crowd and decided to move us outside the hospital fence in order for the members to be well managed. It was under the watch of Reverend Father Edibiang, after which Father Gigi Gomerep came, then Father Cyril Nwafo. Then it was usually called St. Mary's Catholic Church. Then in 2008, the Archbishop Cardinal Onayekon changed the name to Mater Dei, which means Mary, Mother of God. And in 2008, we moved into this place. It was empty. There are no residents, nowhere to even really hold on to. But as God will have it, after the administration of Reverend Father Cyril Nwafo, Father Victor came and did so many wonderful things here. All the structures you have around here, the church building, the church hall, and every other successor, Father Solomon Uko, Father Nicholas Walaka, Father Church, and down to Father James Apamo, and our present parish priest, Father Beriko. Yeah, we have never had any issue with the community here. Rather, more churches are even eager to stay more closer to us. Like just behind us here, a Living Faith just opened, and it has been a wonderful interactive moment. We have never had issues, and they have even come in here to ask questions on how we can foster unity and all in the sake of evangelization. So it has been really wonderful. Here we have the block rosary. We have so many block rosary centers in all the different zones that we have. And I also talked about the zonal meetings. Most of the zonal meetings, we don't just have our meetings in the church. Most of the meetings are held in families of some of the members. So it's kind of rotational. So what it does is to help evangelize also. And when people see such meetings, they want to identify with us and also feel also the impact of process of preaching and evangelizing. We have also St. Anthony's group here who go out every month on outreach to take food items, money, and lots of you. And some of them go as far as tidying up some of the aged ones or even the ones that are sick. They go to take care of them. We have St. Vincent de Paul, who also reach out to people who are financially in need. And there are lots that I cannot remember now that the parish has been really doing well. Even presently, one of our parishional house got into fire, and the parish had to raise a good amount of money just to assist, and we are still eager to do more.
Before I came to Mater Dei, I wasn't fully involved in the things of God. But when I came to Mater Dei, I noticed it was like a family. Everybody was closely knitted. So I had to I would say this was where I discovered myself, and that's how I was able to be among these societies, and it has really helped me. At least I know at my own little level, I know I've been able to know God better. The choir here is still growing. Like we have two sections, the 6:30 a.m. choir and the 9 a.m. choir. The one I belong to is the 6:30 and it's still growing. But for reaching out, we haven't started that yet. Although it's in the pipeline, when we are still scouting for members and trying to build our voices to be able to match up with other parishes, other choristers in other parishes. We have priests that usually come around to hold prayer sessions, and we have our internal organizations like the CCRM that organize programs within and outside, and I know it has always been a success. It has always been a success, and even the CWO on their own part too. Like recently, we started having our BCC, which is the Basic Christian Community, where our parish priests, where the zones, they have their small gatherings outside the parish here, where the priest comes around to say the prayer with our parishioners who live in different sections of this community, and it has really gathered some people. It has really made our numbers increase.
The youth is an arm of the church that represents the future and continuity. But of course, we have many challenges, but we're not backing down at those challenges. We are facing them head on to surmount them. But we have really pressing challenges, like getting the youth in the church to come along and identify with Sion. And other challenges like welfare. How do we take care of members of the Sion? Like it's general in the country, a lot of youth are unemployed. And it's the same with these youth in the Catholic Church. Same in Mater Dei. One of the challenges we face is unemployment among the youth. A lot. We evangelize not just by preaching, we evangelize with our strength, our youthful energy and vigor. We come to the parish on Saturdays and keep it clean. And we also evangelize through sports. Just behind us is a field, a football field, where we gather people, members of the society, Catholics, non-Catholics, Christians, non-Christians, and others. And we unite ourselves in the field of sport. And above all, the aim of our gathering is to preach Christ and to evangelize the good news of his death and resurrection.
Before I came to Mater Dei Catholic Church, I was not a full Catholic, but when I came here, they taught me things about God, how to know God. I knew God from there, and I also became a full Catholic.
I saw the community as a small community that is not too big, not too large, and a community that can accommodate, because it's not when things are big that things are managed. Things can be managed when it is little as well, depending on the uses of things. And when you look at the community here, the community is like a community that sometimes parishioners are not too active. Some come to worship here based on their activities that they look is more interesting to them, and some worship in another parish, of which when I don't see them, I will ask brother, sister, a long time, because of my work, I normally worship in St. Anselm, Mary Magdalene, St. Luke's Chaplaincy, and St. Paul's. And along the line, you ask them, how many parish do you worship? Because of my activities, where do you belong to? That is where the problem lies.
It has really been an impactful place. Mater Dei has always been a place of worship, because we believe this is where the Mother of God dwells. And so people come here and they get blessed. Not just that, in our community here, we have the CMO, the CW, and the youth. And we don't just narrow it within the parish. We have also decided to have zones. We have decided to zone ourselves. Even though there are no houses much around here, we decided to zone ourselves, St. Monica zone, St. Teresa, and many other zones. These zones were set up in order for us to really go closer, to have an intimate relationship with all our parishioners, so that especially some of our welfare packages to be easier for us to access, especially if we have our parishioners who are in want or we are going through one difficult challenge or the other. We have always been ready to assist financially, spiritually, and otherwise. And so that is the much we have been from that 2006 to this very date. And it has been a really wonderful parish, and God has really been on our side. And may His name alone continue to be glorified.